Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Reviews. This is a review of a cult classic. Really, to me, not even a hidden gem, but a cult classic. And that's Logan's Run. This was made in 1976. This movie stars Michael York, Richard Jordan, Jenny Agutter, and in a brief role, Farrah Fawcett. Now, this tells the story of this city, this dystopian future, where you have to renew once you return to the age of 30. You're given a choice. We're going to talk about that a little bit later either. Now, Michael York plays Logan. He's kind of like this policeman here. Him and Richard Jordan are these two cop buddies, almost like Starsky and Hutch, where they have to track down the runners. The runners are the ones that didn't go to Carousel and, quote, renew. Now, what happens later on in this movie is there's a particular runner that they're both chasing after, trying to eliminate because they don't understand. Why would he just go to Carousel and renew? Now, they end up catching him, killing him. Now, Michael York keeps this emblem from this runner. He's kind of curious about it. So he brings it to the police station. He's turning in all the victims' stuff that he had on him before they killed him. But as he's doing that, because of that emblem, the police computer ages the gem in his hand and says now he's 30 and he has to find sanctuary, even though he's not 30. And now he's a runner, And guess who's being assigned to pursue after him? That's right, his best friend, Francis. Thus starts this cat and mouse game, where Francis just doesn't understand why Logan won't just renew. But Logan knows the truth, And what does he find? Now, why is this movie such a cult hit and has such a long leg? Like I said, the movie was released back in 1976. One thing is the camaraderie between Michael York and Richard Jordan. Now, they really play off each other really good to me. Because I know when I was watching this movie, even as a teenager, I was like, wow, these guys must be friends offset. They really got good chemistry with each other, Because there really is no villain in this movie. Because they're both just doing their job. And then there's the relationship that Logan has with Jenny Agutter. Now, I'll be honest with you. She was really a call girl. He brought her into his apartment, some kind of fantasy or something. But then they start developing a relationship. And I mean, Jenny Agutter is not a bad-looking woman anyway. But you start rooting for them as they're being ruthlessly pursued by the Francis, And then there's Farrah Fawcett. Now, Farrah Fawcett was in this movie before she was Farrah Fawcett Major, And she plays this kind of like this secretary at this plastic surgery place, where they're going to try to change their face. Now, this is just a few minutes here that she's actually in the movie, but she made an impact so much. She got cast in Charlie's Angels, so this is before she started. And Michael York personally picked her out. And then there's Carousel. This is one of the things that made this movie famous, where they're supposed to have gone up here, and then the machine's going to renew them, and they're going to turn into babies. Even though in the movie you hear them start asking each other, have you ever known anybody that renewed? And they always say, oh yeah. He's over in another city. We never seen anybody renew, which we find out later on. It's just population control. Now, do they ever make it out of this city? And when they make it out, what exactly do they see? I'm not going to spoil that for my younger viewers because you really need to get your hands on this movie and watch it. This is KDS Reviews. KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. This is a brief little review of the movie Logan's Run. So much so that as popular as this movie was, it actually spawned a TV show later on. This is KDS Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.